Well, good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to start off by sharing the screen that is on Moodle for this week's assignment. It's assignments. I guess there are two. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. I always wonder because it looks different on your end than it does mine. All right, so I'm just going to stop up at the top. As you know, after the session, I'll put the recording here up at the top along with on the front page of Moodle where you can access or link it, or your peers can as well if they couldn't join us. Both of the assignments this week are independent, meaning done on your own. The first one is reading and viewing and discussion forum number 3. There is a definition of curriculum mapping down at the bottom, so you can pull up that document. It's very brief, but you can read that. There is an article here, Getting Results with Curriculum Mapping, that you'll want to read. And then these are all just links to video. I did go in. There were a couple that were dead. I'm sure it had to do with me copying, pasting, and missing a little bit of it when I did it originally. But they all should be live now, and you can watch and listen to those at your leisure. There is a glossary here that you might want to reference. One thing to take note of is it does ask you to reread one section of the From Common Core to Curriculum, the 5 Big Ideas article that specifically addresses mapping curriculum, and that's big idea number 4. So just go back to that and reread 6 through 9 from that article, and that is helpful. Then by Thursday, April 14th, make sure you post a sample of an ELA or a math curriculum map. If you do happen to teach something else, I welcome you to put in a social studies or a science curriculum map. If you have something like that, that is fine as well. And this can be from your school or from another school or district, because I know some people don't have curriculum maps. So make sure that you post that sample again by Thursday. And we ask that you do that so people have the opportunity between Thursday and Sunday to go in and look and review those, and then they can respond to 3 of your peers. It just says review the curriculum maps posted by your colleagues. I know we have 45 people in the class, so I don't expect you to go in and look at all of them, but look at some of them. And then respond with your thoughts. For example, does it look like it's easy to use, or reference what did you like about their map, concerns maybe that you have about the map, questions that you have about the map, etc. And again, you need to post or respond to at least 3 of your peers by Sunday, April the 17th. Any questions about the first assignment?
Nope.
Awesome. The second thing is just a very simple reflection paper. On your own, create and submit a 1-page reflection paper. It's worth 50 points based on the following prompts. It's due on the 17th. Just 2 or more things that I learned about curriculum mapping. That would be from watching the videos, reading the articles, etc. And then 1 thing you still would like to know about curriculum mapping. Pretty simple. All right.
Do you have a preference on the formatting of that?
No, you know, one thing when I go through, and this is just me and my personality, I would do it and I would probably put 2 or more things I learned about curriculum mapping, bullet 1, bullet 2, and then I would do the same thing, 1 thing I still want to know. But some people write that in paragraph form. As long as when Valora and I go through and read it, we can find 2 or more things that you learned and then 1 thing you still want to know, you're fine.
So it doesn't have to be, you're not picky about single space, 12-point font.
No. Just don't use a cursive font that's really hard to read, because my eyes usually start to bug after I read 40 of them.
It shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Okay. Anybody have any questions about the reflection paper? Oh, yike. Okay. Any other questions possibly about last week's assignment or an upcoming assignment that's next week even, before we sign off this evening?
I had a question about the presentation.
Okay.
I wasn't sure for what you wanted specifically mentioned on the presentation. I mean, is there certain things that you want us to hit on, or just like an overall thing and not really too specific?
For the professional learning standards?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go in and read the assignment real quick. Really, I'm just going to read through this. Using the noted resources above, create and then share an awareness level video, PowerPoint or Prezi, about the professional learning standards to a PLC group, a grade level team, or your school faculty.
It was just kind of vague, so I wasn't sure how, if there was some things that needed to specifically be mentioned, so I can make sure to include them.
Yeah, really, I know when I actually shared this with my PDC committee the first time, I had gone in and looked at the resources that you're looking at and several others, and then I just provided really an overview of what the standards are, and then possibly just giving a brief description, go in a little bit and provide a brief description about some of the things that are within those standards. I guess my thinking would be, after your staff listens to your presentation or reads the presentation, they'll be familiar with what all the standards are, and then some of the things that go into or belong to each of those standards, I guess. Does that make sense? You don't have to go too in-depth, but just kind of an overview.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, but I wanted to make sure.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Anybody else? Oh, I just noticed I spelled Moodle wrong. I put model. It's always something.
This is Kelly. I'm looking forward beyond that to where it says assessing the curriculum. And then on the Moodle, it says do not use assignment. Spring 2016 is not available.
Are you in Valora's class or mine?
I'm in yours. Between week 5 and week 6, there's like a break. So it looks like maybe we're not supposed to do that week 6.
Is it grayed out? I'm just trying
Yes.
to. Okay, last year we had an additional assignment that was in there, and in Moodle it's kind of hard to delete it out, so it is just grayed out, so that's probably why there's an empty space there.
Okay, so week 6 is the way it's posted.
It should be, you should have week 5, April 18 through 24, and then 6, April 25 through May 1.
Okay. But okay, so to me, when I seen that break, I was like, okay, maybe we're not supposed to do week 6 and week 7 for some reason, if there was something different. So
no, it's
okay.
just grayed out on my end. We didn't delete it out. We just grayed it out. Good question.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
This is Janet. I have a question.
Okay.
On the assignment that's due this week, like in and somebody may have already asked this, but I came in late. We have, like for language arts, integrated unit guides, and on those they have like the different, and it's for English language arts, so it has like the standards for each unit guide for listening, speaking, writing, and the actual reading standards. And I guess I've read a little bit of some of the material. Would that be a form of curriculum mapping?
Are you from Wichita?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you can just, that's fine. Yes.
And do I need to do like just one unit, supply the things for just one unit?
I would just share one unit, and then maybe, and I don't know if you can do this or not, but just explain that this is just an example of one unit. We have a total of, and provide a description of that. Or,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Great. I think that was it for this week. I just wanted to make sure that I was thinking correctly, I guess.
Yeah, you're right on. You're right on.
All right, great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else? I hear children walking into our office with recorders. Oh my. Looking forward to that. I remember the days in 5th grade when we got to play the recorder in music. Okay. I'm gonna log out, and if anybody has any questions during the week, always feel free to email or text or call Valora or I. We're always here to help. So have a great week.
Thank you. You
Thank
too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just a minute.